Shalom, 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 family. It amazes me that when people see you have moved on, you are doing well for yourself, and you're no longer interested in them, meaning you've moved past the hurt and the pain of the relationship that no longer exists between you and them. It amazes me how they try to find themselves back in your life. One, I look at it's almost the holidays. Thanksgiving is coming. They used to spend time with you and your family. Christmas is coming. They know you are a good gift giver. And they're no longer in a relationship with the person that they may have either left you for or they thought was a better friend or someone. And I'm almost sick of getting these text messages. Hey, let's have dinner. Hey, I want to see you. Listen, pray about this word that I'm going to share with you, or encouragement that I'm going to share with you. Take it back to God and ask him what it means for you. Because someone from your past want access again. But God is warning you. And I'm going to give you 3 warning signs that I feel like as I was sitting there talking to God about it, I was studying something else. But then when I saw the text message, I just kind of switched subjects and asked God, Lord, what does this mean? Why does this person keep coming back? Like, what is this all about? And if I'm honest, I kind of know it's about my flesh. That's what they want. But I just want to warn you, there are 3 signs that God will give you. Because someone from your past want access to you again. But your spirit feels unsettling, because mine does. And I know Ecclesiastes said there's nothing new up under the sun, right? And here's what you need to hear. God will never let you walk blindly into what he already rescued you from. See, you've gotten over that person. You are fine now. They see you haven't reached out. They see you're doing okay. They are used to see, like when the relationship ended, you were still calling because you were trying to make it work. You wanted the friendship, you wanted the relationship to work, right? But God has helped you to overcome that pain. And now you're moving on and you're pressing forward and now you're okay. You're fine. If you probably even see them in the store, you'll speak. Now, you won't hold too much of a long conversation, but you'll speak and keep it pushing because the hurt is no longer there. That discomfort you feel, that hesitation, that pause in your spirit, that is not fear when you're talking to them or when you see that text message come up. That's discernment. That's God using the Holy Spirit to warn you, because the return of them doesn't feel right. And I know for me, it doesn't. Because sometimes people return not because they change, but because they've noticed you have. See, they see your peace. They see that you've grown. They see that you've detached yourself from the version of you that they benefited from. You're no longer begging them, but they know the benefit that you used to be. And instead of celebrating your healing, they want access to where you were, not who you've become. People always want to take you back to your past. You got to let them go and keep it moving. Pray and ask God to give you discernment. Why is this person coming back? What do they want with me? Now, if I'm honest, I know what this person wants. I know what they want. I'm not going back to that. I'm not. Because if it was meant to be, they would still be in your life and he would still be in mine. And this is why God will put a tension in your spirit, even when the person sounds sincere. And here's the first sign God is warning you. Their language changed, but their pattern didn't. The same way they texting is the same way they used to text before. The same garbage in the text is the same garbage they was texting before. The same message they left on your voicemail is the same way they speak. See, they talk differently, but the fruit is the same. The same words. Their words may be a little softer because they're trying to get back in your good graces. But their cycle, their pattern of their behavior is still the same. And God is saying, don't fall for the apology that cost them nothing but cost you everything. It costs you pain. It costs you heartache. It costs you many nights of crying, not understanding, questioning yourself whether something was wrong with you or whether you did something to them, knowing you gave them the best of who you were. See, the enemy can mimic words, but he cannot mimic transformation. And the second warning sign that God gives us, we feel uneasy even after the conversation. If you entertain the conversation, you'll feel uneasy. See, for me, it was just reading a text message. Because it was a long text message. I'm like, yeah, that sound like game. That sound like the same old you. Nah, you don't mean me no good. They reached out. He talked. It should have brought clarity in what he said on the text, but it didn't. But for me, it just brought more confusion of, why do you even want a part of me? And it's the same for you. See, for you, that text, that call should have brought some kind of clarity on what happened, why things transpired the way they did, but it didn't. It just brought more confusion because they sound the same. Nothing is different. And so it's like, why are you back? See, God is not the author of confusion, but he will let confusion reveal the truth. When you leave a conversation with someone from your past and you feel drained, uncertain, or unsettled, that is God's way of saying to you, pay attention. Because access or allowing them access again is not going to be safe for you. The third sign that God gives us is they only return when they feel you slipping away. Because see, they haven't talked to you. Man, has she entertained a new relationship? Has he entertained a new relationship? I need to get back in before somebody else get him. He knew how good I was to him. And most of the time when people know how good you are to them, they never want to allow somebody else to have it. Men and women, it goes both ways. It's not based on a woman and how she did or a man. It's both people. Most of the time, the selfishness of our human nature is we don't want somebody else to have what we had that was good, but you don't want it. As I saw something just here recently, and somebody said something about fumbling a bag. They fumbled you. They fumbled you, and now they want to come back. They want access to you again. And I want you to know, not because they're healed, not because they value you or think, I realize I messed up. I want to give it another chance. I want our friendship to work. I want our relationship, whichever one it was. They want access because they sense they're losing the emotional control that they once had. You don't have that over me no more, buddy. I'm sorry. They don't want partnership. They want proximity. As long as they can keep in contact and keep you around, they feel like they have the benefit package, so to speak. They don't want commitment with you. They want comfort. They don't want growth. They want convenience. This is why God is warning you and I before we step back into the cycle of the brokenness. They'll do good a minute, then they go back down, and they do good a minute, and they go back down, like a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster. And here's why God allowed them to reappear in the first place. God wasn't bringing them back to reconnect us. He was bringing them back to reveal whether my heart had changed, whether I was ready to keep moving forward, or whether I would fall back into old cycles. And that's what God normally does. He will allow old habits or old people or old relationships to come back for a season just to test us to see how we will respond. So it's not about them. The test, them coming back, is not, if you are not walking with God and trying to live your life to honor him, when God allows these tests to come in your life, it's never about them. It is about you. It is about seeing whether or not we remember or we want to long or we long for the relationship that we had. No. You are stronger. You are wiser. You are more stable. You are more spiritually alert. And God wanted you to see the growth in yourself. This is why he allowing them to come back and try to have access. So you see how much you've grown. It's not about them. It's not about them. So I want you to stay the course. Don't give in. I'm not giving in. And here's what we should be doing next. Here's what I feel God will have us to do. Be kind to them. As a child of God, you are still salt and light. So be kind, be wise, be loving, but be guarded. Be guarded. Keep your guards up, because they don't have no good intentions on why they are coming back. See, because you don't need to be cruel to create distance. You don't need to explain your healing to someone who benefited from your brokenness. God is warning us not to punish us, but to protect the future he is preparing you and I for. This return is not your assignment. It's your confirmation that you've grown, that you've changed, that you've matured. So if someone from your past wants access again, pause, pray, think about it, but pay attention, because God will always reveal the difference between a blessing and a distraction. when he warns you, and he will, because he sees what you cannot yet see, take heed. Ask for discernment and wisdom, because you're not missing out on entertaining or giving them access again. God is protecting you. God is protecting you. I don't know. Again, I'm just sitting there and it was just like, wow, wow, wow. I don't know. God has just been really, I feel like he's been downloading some things into me lately. I've been dealing with a lot of past things. I don't know if it's just the holidays or what. I normally always cook Thanksgiving. Most people know I cook really well. I had a restaurant. I guess that don't really mean nothing. You can have a restaurant, that don't mean nothing. But I had a restaurant, and so most people know I cook pretty well, and I always cook big for Thanksgiving. I'm not cooking this year. My kids have been asking me, I'm not cooking. And then the holidays, when God has blessed me, when I was in a elevated financial status, I'm not this year. I was a good giver. I am a great gift giver, not this year. But anyway, I say all that to say this. Be mindful that they're coming back for access. Don't give it to them. Don't give it to them. You have grown. You've matured. God is giving you wisdom and discernment. Just know they are coming. A lot of times the enemy is using them to steal your peace. Don't let them come back. Don't let them steal your peace. It's not that you're going to be nasty or mean or, distasteful to them, but just understand or pray and ask God, what are their motives? Why are they coming back? What do they want from me? What do they want? What do they really want? Are they genuinely wanting to be my friend again? Are they genuinely wanting a relationship again? What is it that they want? Pray and ask God for discernment. Because again, someone from your past want access again, but God is warning you. I pray this has blessed you, my sister and brother. I want you to drop down in the comments if you know and sense somebody from your past coming in. I want you to just type in the comments, warning. Warning. You all have an amazing day, my sister and brother. Shalom.